Now, bringing you some massive NFT news. Fox TV puts 100 million behind its NFT-driven blockchain. All right, Fox Entertainment is putting up 100 million behind its non-fungible token project. The company said Tuesday. People say, "Oh, look, NFTs, it's no more." But look, I think this kind of technology will just have to continue. We live in a world where content consumption and artistic skills are rewarded, and I think it's one of the most future-proof things that exist for humanity because there's no AI. Well, I guess there is AI, but the thing is, there's no way that you can replicate the story behind or any kind of creative content can be replicated with technology. So I think these kind of things will continue to be quite future proof. So the fact that NFT is making its way back in is a good sign. And I think on a long-term basis as well, NFT and the marketplaces or anything that facilitates NFT is going to do well in the crypto space. So the first ever animated series curated by entirely on blockchain, right? It's going to become a reality. Fox's initial plans were made public last month during the company's upfront presentation to advertisers. The studio's NFT play will be initially driven by a show called Crapopolis from Rick and Morty creator Dan Harmon. So the funds will be used to finance the creative community as well as existing brand and IP owners to accelerate the adoption of blockchain technology within their content and brand ecosystems and accelerate benefits to the mainstream audience. NFTs are blockchain-based tokens that prove ownership of a piece of digital content. Yep, I hope a lot of you knew that already. They've blasted into a mainstream consciousness in recent months. In March 2020, a collection by digital artist Beeple sold for 69 million in Christie's auction, which is quite crazy. So things like Rick and Morty is actually quite huge. I recently started watching the TV show and I'm very well entertained by it. Like I've just searched up this video and it's called Film Theory. What is the cat hiding? Rick and Morty season 4. It's just in this one little episode, there's a little cat that speaks, and then the reason for why the cat speaks is actually hidden. And just on the film theory of that, I just thought it was interesting. 18-minute video, and then boom, 6.5 million people have watched it, which is quite crazy. So any kind of NFT that's attached to Rick and Morty, I think will do well. Anything to do with Simpsons, those kind of things are just going to be bringing so much mass adoption into the NFT space. Not to mention COVID Alien, which I did a coverage about. CryptoPunk NFT sales for 11.7 million, bought by a billionaire buyer in Sotheby's auction. And look, not to mention Stella Artois, I don't know, is auctioning digital racehorse NFTs on the Zedrun platform, which I did a coverage on as well. Stella Artois has partnered with popular digital horse racing NFT game called Zedrun. The NFTs are attached to in-game representation of Stella Artois brand horses. So what is Stella Artois? It's a beer brand owned by corporate behemoth Anheuser-Busch InBev. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, but it's partnering with a platform called Zedrun, which is kind of an online game built around digital race horses. In-game items like horses and skins attached to the NFT, the blockchain-based tokens that can be bought and sold as proof of ownership for files on the internet. It's really, really exciting. Go check out my video on this platform. Here's the video right there, NFT horse racing right here. Go check that video out if you want to understand more about Zedrun. So they're showing about 50 NFTs tied to specially branded in-game horses. They'll be auctioning off in daily batches from today until Saturday 19th of June. Each NFT also comes with a digital artwork and an in-game horse skin. And where is it going to be sold? It's going to be sold on OpenSea, an online marketplace for crypto collectibles. It recently raised 23 million in a funding round by Andreessen Horowitz. So this is another thing that I want to bring to your attention is that if you see any good NFT marketplaces, I think those are some good ways to actually invest your money because it's the classic strategy of selling the shovel in a gold rush. So if you actually invest in the platform and especially one that's actually got good funding behind it, it's going to do really, really well. One of the NFT marketplaces I'm looking at is Mochi Market because this one was backed up by our maker and it's launched on ERC20, Polygon, and BSC chain, which is the multi-chain ecosystem. And I genuinely see some great things happening with this particular marketplace. Also, if you want to check that out, please do it. And making further headlines, World Wide Web, a source code up for auction as NFT. The original source code for the World Wide Web that has been written by inventor Tim Berners-Lee is up for sale at Sotheby's as part of a non-fungible token, which I think would be very, very significant. So on the NFT side of things, in terms of the crypto world, I think will continue to boom into the future. If you have any opportunities to get behind any of them, make sure you do your research. And it's basically like buying a collectible item or buying a piece of art, or even if you're a creative person, get behind and create some NFTs. Before, when you went to Rarible and things like that, you had to pay gas fees. And I remember around the beginning of the year, I had to pay around about $6 to $10 per NFT launch. But now these marketplaces that are on BSC or Polygon, they're so much cheaper to actually mint your NFT. So if you wanted to go ahead and explore those options and make a bit of dollar, then why not? Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you want to be up to date with crypto news and information around new projects, please go and consider subscribing or following all my social channels. Make sure you go like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video.